Wow, it has been some time since I've got in front of the camera and spoken to you guys. I'm so sorry. I feel like this is an excuse I use a lot, but the start of the year is always my worst. The end of the year is always my best. I just can't seem to be consistent. But anyway, I'm hoping to have some more videos out for you guys, but I thought that I would do this because I saw Katrina and Aisha. I love their channel. They are poly YouTubers over in Brisbane, and I saw them do the tag and I was just like, oh my gosh, I need to do this. But the thing is, I've actually already done this. I've done this with Henenui, and it was one of our most viewed YouTube videos, and actually quite a lot of people had said that they had come through that video and subscribed to us through that video. So I've just gone on to have a look at it, and yeah, 2.9k views, which is quite a bit considering I've got such a small following. But I thought I would do it again, and I'm going to use the same questions that I had from the video that we did a few years back. It was actually dated 2014. Oh my gosh, now I look like such a little baby. Crazy. Firstly, I just want to just say that this is like no dig at cultures, and it's like if there's some questions in there that I ask that are, you know, they're just meant to be for fun, and we're not trying to dig at any cultures or anything like that. Definitely not. But I thought I'd just put in that disclaimer just to let you guys know that that's what I'm thinking at the moment. So yeah, anyway, so let's just get into it, eh? So the first question is fave Maori food. It would definitely have to be hangi. In my family, personally, we only really have hangi a couple of times a year. It might be Easter when we're all together. It could be a significant birthday, like last year my nan turned 80, so we naturally had a hangi, and it was just because it was easier to feed so many people because we had such a large amount of people coming home for it. So hangi definitely. And if you don't know what hangi is, it's pretty much steamed food that is steamed in the ground with hot rocks. And the type of food that we have is like all sorts of different meats, you know, like pork, chicken, lamb if you're rich, beef, and then you'd have like potatoes, pumpkin, kumara or sweet potato. What else do we have in them? Sometimes people put cabbage or carrots in there. Stuffing, legendary stuffing, yum. And it's just, yeah, cooked in the ground, and it's very beautiful and tender and delicious, and I love hangi, but I feel like you can get really sick of hangi fast. Although in saying that, I do love a good hangi fryer. Also, another food that I really love that is Māori, and I suppose a lot of cultures have the same sort of style of cooking, because Avi's family make their own version of this, but they add like spices and stuff, whereas here in Aotearoa we just eat like, you know, some bacon bones with silver beet or cabbage or watercress or whatever. So it is boil up, and it's literally a pot, and you literally boil the food, and it's just so good, and so good in the winter time. Another food that I really like would have to be fried bread, and once again this is something that is in a few different cultures. It's just so good with jam and butter. Yum. There is other foods in the Māori world that we do love, but myself, I don't, and that would be kaimoana or seafood. The only seafood I really like is like fish from, you know, the fish and chip shop. Now, homemade crimped fish or something like that, but I don't dig the other Māori delicacies, which is really unfortunate, because apparently when I was a kid I used to chaff back like paua and stuff like that, but no, not anymore. I think that's it really that I really love. Also adding on to that though, in boil up, doughboys. It's like a floury, yeah, pretty much dough that is boiled in the boil up, and oh, I never really have boil ups with doughboys these days, only unless somebody has specifically made them, but my nan used to make them every boil up, and it used to be so good. So good. The next part is, what is your fave Māori song of all time? That's pretty hard because I work in Māori radio, so we're listening to Māori waiata all the time. Yeah, that's just too hard to be honest, because there's just so many out there, but I'm going to show you one that I really like from Ria Hall. It's quite a slow song, but I don't know what it is about this song. It's called YouTube, Uber Eats, can't get that here in Taranaki. It's called Te Ahi Kaipo. I don't know, it's just really nice. So that's one song. I don't want to get copyright. And the next one would have to be... Oh, okay. This song here, I'm not kidding you. While Te Matatini was on, which is a big... when that Matatini was on, which is a big kapahaka festival, this song here I had in my head the whole week. I don't know the words, sorry guys. You don't want to hear me sing anyway. Let's go to the chorus, eh? Roparuha. Real good. Now I'm going to have that stuck in my head. Anyway, that was definitely up there as two of my favourite waiata, but that's really hard. That's a hard one, man. Yeah, Māori music is so good. Even if you don't understand it, oh well, it's still good. Okay, so my next partai is fave Māori role model. That's a big one, isn't it? It's yeah, it's quite hard to think of the fave Māori role model. Yeah, I might have to go check back on what I said 5 years ago. But you know what? All these songwriters, Māori songwriters, are amazing. And I think that they are really great role models. But to be honest, I'm going to keep this to my personal thought. My nan is my biggest role model. And I hate disappointing her, like actual hate disappointing her. She's actually somebody on my show. She actually is on my show every Wednesday, and we ask her questions and she gets to answer them. It's so hilarious. Some of the stuff she says is quite funny. That's a really hard one, but like I said, my nan definitely. Fantastic Māori wahine who is a good mum, good nan. Can you like shut your face? Please. Quiet! Got a very vocal cat, you see, guys. My fave Māori actor. You know what? That's a little bit of a hard one as well, because there is so many Māori actors out there who have also made it into, like, you know, they've gone into like mainstream acting here in Aotearoa. They've ended up on the famous soap of Shortland Street, and then they've gone on to bigger careers like over in America or whatever. And I feel like Troy Kingi is one of those good actors. I really like him. He's actually a really good singer as well, Troy Kingi. Actors like, you know, like Keisha Castle Hughes. I thought she was really awesome when she was in that movie Whale Rider. What's that other guy who was in Whale Rider with her? Cliff Curtis. Like, freak, that's so awesome at that. Oh, okay, so Taika Waititi, like, he is the man. I think he's kind of a little bit arrogant, but I feel like that's how he got into showbiz, and that's how he's gotten so far, because he, you know, he loves himself. Well, I don't even know if he loves himself, but he kind of sends off that vibe. And saying that, he's a freaking awesome actor. So I'd have to say, yeah, definitely him. There's probably heaps more, but I just don't know at this point in time. I just realized now that we didn't really have that many questions, so I'm gonna try and add in a little bit more. Please, I'm filming.
Nah, you gotta put it in your hand, Nanny.
Come and do it, Lee. Tatiana. Oh my god, Avi is like obsessed with this lady. Alright, so we're going to change this up just slightly because Avi's arrived. I really wanted to do it with him, wanted to do this tag with him, but that's okay.
Oh, you can speed 5 minutes.
Yeah, okay. So we're going, just because Avi's come into this, where the first question is, do you live in your island home? And my answer to that is, yes I do. Aotearoa. What about you? No.
No.
Okay. Number 2 is, which part of the Pacific Islands are you from?
Fiji.
Mine is North Island, New Zealand. I suppose this isn't really for me, this is more for you.
Yeah.
F1J1. Which part of the Pacific Islands are you from? Oh, you say Fiji. Yeah. When was the last time you visited your island home?
2 weeks ago.
Cool. Say something in your dialect. Say like a full sentence.
Alright. At 10:30, eu salako daka daka. Means at 10:30 I'm gonna go to work. That's in Fiji. Daka daka means work.
Oh, that's in Fijian, but what about your language that you were brought up in?
I brought up in 2 languages.
Yeah, well say it. Say it. Do it.
Say das macam jata kampe. Means at 10:30 I'm going to work.
Oh, okay. What is a stereotype of a Pacific Islander? Do you know what that means?
Yeah. Gendals everywhere.
Gendals everywhere.
Yeah. They call it island safety boots.
That's not a stereotype.
What do you mean?
I feel like a stereotype in your culture would be, oh, it's smelling like curry. He's smelling like curry. Oh, sorry, I've got that off Chris Fox.
Not really.
I feel like that. Lots of people that asked me when I first got with you was, does he smell like curry? And I was just like, what? Who would ask that?
Well, I look like Indian, but I don't call myself an Indian because I'm not from India.
But you're descendant. We've had this argument in the Maori language.
From a beautiful country called Fiji. It's a small island.
So what's a stereotype of Fijians then? That's so not true. They're big people.
No, Fijians are not big people.
Yeah, but I feel like that's what they get known for. Is that they're
feet like that.
Feet.
Yeah, like feet like this, right? And they go.
Do they have 4 toes?
No, like. Oh my god, are you for real?
And so, do they actually have big feet though?
Yeah,
they do.
Like,
okay, that's not a very good example of a stereotype. But anyway,
well, what else you want me to say?
Oh no, here's one. Can you sing your favorite Pacific Island song? I feel like it's that one that goes. I don't know it though. I just know the tune.
Probably Black Rose. It's a nice, popular song back home too.
Okay, we'll sing it.
Black Rose. I actually don't know the lyrics. I gotta Google it.
What about the national anthem? Or is that in English?
Yeah, it's in English.
So it's not in Fijian?
They have their own one too, but I don't know.
Do you know it? No. How come? How come you don't know it? Tangi
Mondia.
Na 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 na. I'll tell you, it's that song.
Just use the search bar.
Use the search bar.
Uber Eats. We can't get Uber Eats here. We can't even get Uber in Taranaki. But that's okay.
That's a nice song.
Is it this song? You can't sing too much because of copyright.
Oh,
yeah, see, I told you it was the song. See, even I know.
Wait, all Fijians dance the same, they put their hands in. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. Go. Okay, name one island dish you enjoy.
Lovo, that's Ngāmihi over here.
Yeah.
That's what we do anyway.
What do you love most about your culture?
They're really friendly people. Even though they don't know you, they will talk to you, no matter what. Like, no matter what, they will come talk to you. Cool.
What culture have you been mixed up with? What have you sometimes been called?
Curry.
So no one's ever mixed you up with a different culture?
Whoa.
Because you look Indian.
No, one time I got asked if I was South African.
What?
When I was meeting with UJ.
Yeah, true. You do kind of look like you would be.
Which is because of my blackness skin.
Oh well, that was the PolyTag and the Maori tag in one video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. What can I say? What do I love about Aotearoa and my culture? I have to say I love living in Aotearoa. For the most part, we're a safe country. We do have problems with people identifying Maori as Indigenous, and that's kind of sucky. I'm not going to dive too much into that, but I love living here in Aotearoa. and we've got a beautiful culture. We really do have a beautiful culture, hey? What do you love about Maori people, Avi?
They're nice people too.
Yeah, they're nice people.
Yeah,
They're very
they talk
manaki. They manaki us.
some of them are quite I like the laugh. You know how they laugh?
The laugh.
Yeah. Like the laugh. I like the laugh.
Do I have a significant laugh?
No, not you, but your aunties.
Oh.
Yeah, and who else?
We, you
And
know,
your mother.
you know, you're such a gum. If you guys liked this tag, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It's a sort of semi-Maori / poly, because you're kind of a you're from the Polynesian Islands. I'm from Polynesian too. I'm Polynesian. Maori. Nah. Have a great day, whatever you're up to, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Mother.